Hello, Miriam at the Bureau with a weather update. This is not a severe weather update about imminent dangerous weather. Rather, it's a look at the wet weather across eastern Australia today and the potential from Sunday for heavy falls, strong winds and hazardous surf for parts of the New South Wales coast. It's a heads up and a reminder to everyone to stay on top of the forecasts and warnings over the weekend as this situation develops. Let's start by looking at today's rainfall. We're expecting to see scattered showers across parts of central and southeast Queensland today, northeast New South Wales and the east coast as well. Now, isolated thunderstorms are possible, mainly across southern inland Queensland and northern inland New South Wales. This wet and unsettled weather is being driven by a low pressure trough lying along the east coast and a second low pressure trough starting to develop across inland parts of the east. This weather pattern will continue into Friday with the potential for some more moderate rainfall across the southeast of Queensland. As we move into the later part of Friday and into Saturday, we'll start to see showers contracting to the southeast coast of Queensland, all the while continuing through parts of eastern New South Wales, and this will push through most of Saturday as well. Isolated thunderstorms are likely across that period through these areas, but severe thunderstorms are not expected at this point in time. Taking a look at the rainfall totals expected from midnight last night out to midnight on Saturday night, we can see widespread low to moderate rainfall accumulations through those areas. Generally 10 to 40 millimetres is likely, although we may see some higher accumulations through southeast Queensland and northeast New South Wales over the next 3 days. As we move into Sunday, we're likely to see a new weather system starting to come into play. Areas of low pressure off the New South Wales east coast will start to deepen, with a coastal low pressure trough or possible coastal low pressure system starting to form. Now, this system is expected to bring strong south to southeasterly winds, heavy falls and the risk of hazardous surf to parts of the New South Wales coast from Sunday into the early part of next week. Those heavier falls are possible across much of the south coast through Sunday afternoon and evening, starting to shift northwards through the later part of the day and into Monday. Through Monday and Tuesday, the focus for the rain is most likely going to be across the Hunter and lower parts of the mid-north coast. Of course, the exact areas likely to be hardest hit by the rain and the strong winds will depend on how quickly this coastal system develops, how close it sits to the coast, and how long it takes to start moving away from the coast again. At this point in time, we're expecting to see that system starting to move away from around midweek, taking the strong winds and heavy rain with it. But if it lingers a little longer, we may see that wet and windy weather persisting. Now, widespread rainfall accumulations above 50 millimetres are likely across much of the southern, central and mid-north coasts of New South Wales through the later part of the weekend into early next week. But rainfall totals on a local scale could be much higher, especially close to and just to the south and west of that low pressure system if one develops. The winds are also likely to be a concern through the early part of next week. Here I'm showing you the winds at 1.5 kilometres above the surface. This gives us a good indication of how strong the wind gusts might be when they reach the surface. Through the later part of Sunday and into Monday, we're likely to see those winds picking up across the central coast and central tablelands, ramping up even further into Monday and pushing up towards the northern tablelands as well. Now, these strong winds are likely not just about the coast, but pushing a little ways inland too. Wind gusts of 70 to 90 kilometres an hour are possible. We may even see some damaging wind gusts developing at that time. Now, winds of this strength could bring down trees or power lines and definitely lead to dangerous driving conditions, especially where they combine with that heavy rain. We may also see hazardous surf conditions and large waves developing for parts of the coast, potentially leading to coastal erosion in some parts and dangerous beachside conditions. While the wet weather is already starting today, we're likely to see it ramping up for New South Wales from Sunday with the risk of strong winds and hazardous surf as well. Be sure you stay up to date across the next few days via the Bureau's website, the BOM Weather app and via our social media. Stay safe and we'll catch you next time.